EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Benjamin's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Kenyon Drake. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And they take over. They'll set up shop stop at the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier. Tackle man.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Prescott. Flushed out right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cowboys' 38.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Murray. He's got it to Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
At the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Complete to Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The rookie C.D. Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Down and 4.
But that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
On the keeper.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Eno Benjamin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Cowboys 7.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Prescott on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Prescott, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
There defensively.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. and in doing so, sent this one off target.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Yet it brings up 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott under pressure, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray with a catch made by Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
45-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Cardinals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A gain of 12.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
3 at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
A 31-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I'm talking with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
This is taken around the 12. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Elliott on the carry.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
18-yard line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the first round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Cowboys 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
To Andy Isabella.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
39 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff for Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. And that went off the mark a little late with a throw. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 47. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go, D. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And again, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To the air again. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin.
Prescott's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Turnover on down.
On 1st down, Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
A gain of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now a draw play with Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
5 yards.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
On the play. 1st down, Arizona.
This is Benjamin. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jaml Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cardinals.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire